Likes fast on this video. Shout out to the IRL gang. We push IRL basketball on this channel where once you get on 2K you play like a realistic IRL basketball game. You can still be saucy. It's just the IQ that you have with your game. How each play can be different. You're not just doing the same thing. You're not limited to a screen. You could switch it up. You could just be so flexible and just... I got the gems for y'all today, man. The first Steph Curry OP playmaking build you're gonna see in the game. Psych, it's not OP. Balanced, really like NBA ultra realistic, really kind of like an NBA player, but a little bit balanced, and you literally gonna be kind of forced into a role. It's kind of like you're forced into a role. Things can definitely pick up, but how they have this new system now, depending on what you go in now, you gotta be careful. So let's talk about this build that we see on screen. We're gonna zoom in close for you guys can see it, but I already could break this down. Just it's too easy for me. And then when we look at the last chart, let me actually go to the last chart for you guys to show you how different and complex this builder is. I knew they was gonna give us the ability to super stack, like to super max out. Like you probably can go really high in the area, but if you do that, you're gonna get super hit in another area, right? I knew they was gonna end up doing something like that. So let's go here. So when we look at this, right, look at this screenshot and look at the 3-point area compared to this one. You can see the big difference in hitting. So when we actually look at this shooting is probably like a balanced kind of shooting, really not too high at all. Because when we look at this shooting, you can see all over here is purple. Remember how I told you guys the difference within the colors? You see what tiers is starting to unlock now when you put your badges at certain areas, right? So 2K went deeper into their number system where you place your stats at. Whether you go balance, how you balance out will unlock different type of tiers together, because when you're chaining certain attributes together, it's the same thing. You're chaining certain attribute stats together. What do I mean by chaining attribute stats together? Meaning like your interior adds up with your block. Stuff like that. Boom. Once you have those two chained together, it's going to open up a different badge for you to unlock on a certain tier. Easily to see that. Easy can see that. So let's go back to here and talk about these stats. So on this build right here, somebody was definitely creating Curry right here. This is Curry, Trae Young, whoever you want to say, Kyrie. This is one of those guys. The close shot is very like minimum. The close shot could be like damn near maybe a 60, 70. The driving layup is high. This person actually understood the objective and went with a high driving layup this year and realized. So that's how I know that when we go with smalls now and you really have Curry, Trae Young, they're not dunking. Those players don't dunk. Kyrie, they don't dunk. So what do they really have high? They really would have 0 like 25 dunk, 0 dunk. But we still can make builds where we're Curry and we can dunk. Do y'all understand that? How did people not realize that? Like, damn, they're gonna patch this by the next year. This is how I'm predicting this game so easily. We were able to make a build that can dunk as like 6'2", shoot like Curry, really have a high 3 and a whole bunch of badges like him. And you couldn't make a 6'3". You couldn't make a 6'3" in NBA 2K22 with a 99 3 ball. You couldn't make that. Don't make no sense, right? Driving layup is very high, and we can see the shooting is maxed out. Like this is a 99 3 ball. Gotta be something 99 or the highest, whatever, 96, whatever they put it at. I feel like they may put 99 back in the game, but for Curry. But right here is crazy. Look at the Hall of Fame. Everything is Hall of Fame right here. So they really went OD with the shooter for sure. Everything is Hall of Fame. You can see the free throw right there is balanced. Everything is Hall of Fame. This is definitely like a Curry build. And I always can tell builds based off of how the chart look, because you can tell how, you know, players are, Curry's like a known player. You know, everybody gonna want to know how to make that Curry build, a type of shooting build with a whole bunch of shooting badges. Boom, we come over here now. We go to the playmaking. Look at the playmaking now, right? We see the playmaking, and the playmaking is just super high. Look at this playmaking. Boom. Low. We know this is a Curry build. So 3 things you can get. And now look at this. It's not even 3 things. Once you spike, he double spiked. So right here, this is really like a play shot. Like how they would say, like where you got good playmaking, good shooting, everything else is hit, and good finishing. Matter of fact, no, he actually did right. Close shot, right? Look at the close shot. Finishing, shooting, playmaking. Everything else is hit. Defense, you could tell this is probably his perimeter. And then defense, they got it on the bottom. I don't know why it's like that. Playmaking is right here. You can see he has all purple playmaking. So yeah, cooking up is gonna be there. They're gonna be able to pass and cook up. This build, you can look at it and tell. Pass, cook up, and shoot. Defense is where it hits. You could tell this build got no block. No block. None. No block. So do y'all understand how the Curry build's gonna be down? Do Curry be getting crazy blocks in the game? Perimeter defense. Perimeter defense is up. That's the only stat that looks like it's up. It looks a little, it's blurry so you can't tell, but perimeter defense is like the only stat that's up. When we go down here and look, really nothing. So you may get the clamps badge, bronze. It looked like you get a few badges like here, but really nothing. And I see bronze and silver. A little bit of silver, it looks like. A little bit. Ooh. So do y'all see how this major hit looks? No dunking. Close shot is really not that good, so you really gonna have to get them driving layups off right. The layups is better now, so I feel like even with a lower close shot, you're still gonna be able to hit as long as you do a nice layup and pull the layup off and have layup timing on. I could see some purple over here a little bit within the layups. We go to the speed and the physicals. Strength is there. I think they know. They testing the game early. I'm seeing players already putting up strength. I'm looking at the middle stat right here. I'm seeing strength already put up. So players are not playing with that. They must, when they was doing the Jordan challenge or whatever, they must have felt like how this little strength fails in that little increments of it, and they're not playing with it. Okay, we can see the vertical is up as well too. We can see the speed and acceleration is very, very high. Speed acceleration is very, very high. Okay, everything else is kind of like balancing the physicals and like looks like very balanced how it's going up. But he really went crazy shooting, playmaking, and then he has the layups. So the small builds still get, I think every build in the game will have it to where you can get 3 areas really strong. But in I know regular 2K players' eyes, like who play 2K, just coming from 22, this looks like a major hit. Like golly, like, so you trying to tell me I can't get no driving dunk on my PG? I gotta go for layup. You trying to tell me I can't block somebody? I can't challenge? Like, and honestly, they could throw Challenger in there. I'm gonna just say this off the rip, but who knows? Maybe he's overspiked and said, you know what? I don't care about blocking too much. I'm gonna just play perimeter defense. But they could add Challenger in there, or he could just say, you know, who knows? But we can see this is a major hit. He only has 1 defensive bar that's up. So this year is gonna change the way people play. I feel like people are ultimately going to go with balanced builds. We're not going to say that this was his final build or he had all the points put up yet, but we can tell right here that he's damn near close to that. When we talked about how, when Uncle Demi said in his video, how once you put up and go high in certain places, you barely going to get in other places. So it's going to be that type of year. Players are going to really have to make certain builds to where they're going to be sacrificed in certain areas. They're going to need help defense. It's going to have to be certain switches. Gonna have to play as a team, as a unit. So let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section below, man. Real big balance to the game. It still looks good as a Curry build. It still looks good, but I definitely will put way more up of that defense. And I feel like he has more because you can see a little bit over here. It's a like line over here, but you never know. They come out with these 360p little cameras and stuff like and take bad pictures. It could be 2 bars up, and it could be perimeter and a little bit of block, so he has some contests. I'll give him that. But right here is just looking like 1 little bar up perimeter. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, man. Hit that like, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. And I'll see y'all in the next one.
Hey, Pluto, is that you? waves did some real shit, my nigga.
Hey Pluto, is that you?